Today, I want to talk about making amends and how it will release a huge amount of weight off your shoulders and how you will become a better person and more joyful from it. Because that's exactly what happened to me. That's exactly what happens to others on their spiritual or healing path. And I want to help you do it. So I'm going to describe to you how to do it. I'm going to describe to you how it went for me. And I'm going to describe to you what you can do in your own scenario so that you can figure this out on your own and how much it will actually help you in the long run. So first, how to do them. Best thing you can do is start off with the easy ones. If you want to go with the hard ones, you can, but start with the easy ones. So step one is going to be write down a list of the people you want to make amends to and why you want to make the amends. So whoever that may be, write it in your journal or in your diary on a piece of paper. Who each person is, could be 1, could be 5, could be 10. That's fine. Start off with the easy ones. Write the harder ones later. That will make it easier on you to understand the release process of this energy and how you will become a better person from it and how the weight will lift off. 2, I want you then to write down what you are making amends for, no matter how deeply rooted it is. I don't want you to just write making amends for not saying goodbye or something. I want you to truly think about it and think about what you want to make amends for. Again, do the easier ones first, and you will see how the harder ones become easy. 3, I want you to write an execution plan down for how you're going to go about actually contacting that person. Some people might require an easy email. Most people require either a phone call or face-to-face. Do the easy ones first so that at least you can knock them out, and go down that list and go through each one and understand why you're even trying to do that. Because what it really is, when you think about it is a healing journey for you. You are going to heal from this. You are going to feel better about it. And you will feel a weight lifted off your shoulders. There was so much elation when I did mine that I can't even explain it to you. And most of the time, what a lot of these amends are is you're holding on to some fear, some anger, some shame, some guilt, where yes, maybe some of those people think that too, but most of the people are not paying attention to you the way you think all these scenarios had went. They might have a whole different perspective in their head and just want to get it over with. And they don't even think about amends because it's not even on their board. And you'll notice a lot of them will pass by way easier than you think. Because what we do is we create this narrative in our head that we've done all these awful things, when in reality, a lot of them aren't. Now, some may have been, and you'll get to them, but that's why you start with the easy ones first. So you understand the process. It is all a process of healing. So go through each one, write them down, then go through it, how you're going to execute that plan, then start knocking them out one by one. You don't have to do them all one day. If you want to, go ahead and do it. But knock them out one by one and watch how they slowly start to spiral into like you're getting amazing at making amends. It becomes part of your day. It becomes part of who you are. And you're like, oh, I don't have any more amends to make. Perfect. You have gone down a deep healing journey. It feels so good to do it. Just get it done with. A lot of times people have fear, shame, and guilt and resentment when you don't have to hold on to those. They are energetic forms in your body waiting to be released to let in new healing energy. You can't receive that new healing energy until you release the old negative energy. And we are creating again the narrative in our head that all these things are what holding us back. If that's the case, fine, that is your narrative. You can go ahead with it, but then go ahead and do it. But most of the time, it is just you holding you back. Fear is not real. Once you do it, you'll notice most people are going to be so thankful that you did that you're going to feel amazing about yourself. It sounds selfish, but it isn't, because you're healing yourself. The other thing is a lot of it comes from, like I said, that fear, shame, and guilt. Those are things you no longer have to hold on to either, because you are changing your life. You are doing better for yourself. Most people will accept that because they're genuinely loving, they're genuinely caring, they genuinely care about you. Even if they don't, and they don't want to accept it, that's fine too. It's still part of the healing process because, again, you are healing your inner being. You are healing yourself. You are becoming more at peace with who you are. And when you get it over with, you'll understand, why did I hold on to this for so long? And I want to give you an example. So the hardest one that I had to do was my ex-wife. We were together for 10 years, married for 2, ended up going through really, really bad divorce, like awful one. And from the day that I found something out about it is we cut off ties immediately. We did divorce and everything through the mail. We never talked after that. All these times, different things happened in my life. I wanted to say sorry. I wanted to go apologize. I know she did too now that I talked to her. But we went through all this turmoil for 4 years of still having these feelings of just wanting to release. And I drank and I drugged and I did all these things instead of feeling it and understanding I can just go get this off my plate. So one day I'm sitting in the sauna after I had my spiritual awakening. And I had this intuition feeling, God just telling me, go do it. Go do it. So I get out of the sauna at LA Fitness and I drive to this hospital over in Pennsylvania. And as I'm going there, I'm a little nervous. It's about 30 minutes, but I'm not petrified of it. I'm not fearful of it. I'm just like, what's going to happen? I go into this building. Now, mind you, I have never been there before. Well, I've been there before, but I've never been to that office. And it's been years since I've been there. It's a 300 room bed hospital. I literally, without any help, something guided me directly to where I needed to be. I went right up to the office. Mind you, again, we did not talk, speak, or anything for 4 years, and we always wanted to. So went directly to that office. I get to the office. She's in a meeting with a bunch of different doctors. They're having their little doctor meeting. I walk into the office. First thing that happens, I look at her and smile. She looks back. Nothing but a smile and a wave. We both smile and wave. One of her coworkers who knew me smiled and waved. She waited till the meeting was over, walked out. We sat in the cafeteria, talked for 30 minutes, went over all that we were sorry for, that we should have done this so long ago, that we care for each other still, that we wish the best for each other. She's in a whole nother relationship with a kid, and I'm so grateful that I got to know that and know that she's doing well. And it was one of the most beautiful things ever. I left there in tears of elation, tears of joy, tears of like, I did it. It was something I was holding on to. Why? Because I didn't have to. So go do that. It's something where I promise you, just like you have them in your life, if you knew this relationship, how deeply rooted it was that I didn't want to do it, but I just went ahead and conquered that fear, I started to release other fears and anger and shame and guilt and things from my life from that point on. So it's so important to do it because when you're doing it, again, you not only are healing that relationship, no matter what you think, even if they don't accept it, you still healed it. You're healing yourself. You're becoming more peace and in tune with who you really are, a kindful, loving person that is working on themselves, that is doing better in the world, that is doing better for others. Try it, work at it. You will notice that your life will start to get better the minute you start to just understand most of your fear is created here. You are creating the narrative that does not have to be real anymore. You need to reprogram your mind that people are receptive to your love. If they're not, they weren't meant to be in your life anyway, but you did the right thing. That's what you need to go through. Try working it out. Share, comment, and like here so we can start going through some of these healing processes together. I'd like to hear some about maybe some people that have made their own amends so you can give some uplifting information to other people about how once this is completed, once you get it off your plate, how much better your life starts to come together. Because then God says, okay, you have removed that old energy from you. I can start to bring in new healing energy. I can start to bring in new people to your life because you are forgiving, you are loving, you are kind. That's exactly what God is. Go ahead and work on it. Hope to talk to you all soon. Love you all.